Hello and welcome. Tonight is our Monday Candy Crew Team Training. For those of you that are just joining us, my name is Sarah Shabbat, and we do this every Monday at 6 Pacific or 9 Eastern, depending on what time zone you're in. So for those of you just joining us tonight, mark your calendars. This is a reoccurring weekly team training. I wanted to start off with just encouraging those that haven't already bought their tickets for Vegas. If you are on the fence about coming, don't hesitate. There's only, I think they said 27 tickets or 23 tickets, something like that are left. So if you don't have your tickets and it's something that you've been on the fence about, don't hesitate, go buy them, make it happen. Events are what drive businesses. If you show up, it's going to be something that you don't regret. I know Brenda, you're coming, and I know Alicia's coming. I know there's a number of us on here that are coming. Brenda, you were talking this afternoon. Do you mind sharing your excitement about the event for a minute?
No, I don't mind at all. This will be my very first event that I have ever been to at all. I'm very excited. This company and what we have, it just totally blows my mind with, I learn something different every day, and this has just really been a godsend for me. I have, it's exciting, it's scary, it's what has been needing to happen in my life for a new chapter for myself. And I really haven't been that far out of the state of Tennessee, other than North Carolina and Alabama. And that's been pretty much it since I came to the States years and years ago. So, I mean, my emotions are just overflowing, and it's just, I'm an empath, so I get overwhelmed very easily. So I need to make sure I have a a full box to relax, if not more. So yeah, I really don't know what to say. I mean, it's just been a blessing that this has just been kind of dropped in my lap. I've been in other MLMs and direct sales companies before, but for the time that I've been in it, I've pretty much have spun my wheels and not gotten anywhere, And when I started doing this, I mean, it's like, it's nothing like I've ever experienced before. And it's just been a blessing. And I just can't say enough about it. I mean, every day I wake up to a new message or, something, and it's just awesome.
I'm so excited to see you there, Brenda. You're not going to regret going. I'm really proud of you for making the decision to come. It's going to be something that you're going to experience unlike anything before. I'll never forget my first event in my other company. I went to a number of them, and each and every time I always thought about not going. And then after showing up and being there, it's a lot different than what you can see over a camera or on a screen. So very proud of you for coming. Can't wait to meet you and give you a big hug. I wanted to get going on this training. I know that it is March 1st. What a better day for us all to meet. We ended February very strong. Our team killed that promo. The Candy Crew has over 520 team members now. So we are just growing. We have I think we have 63 diamonds on the Candy Crew as of last night as well. So you guys are just rocking and rolling. So I chatted with Travis today about some ideas that we wanted to run past you guys. So not maybe ideas aren't necessarily the word I'm looking for, but we need to start fresh. So March is our time to shine. It is going to be just it's going to be the time for us to set our goals. So if we don't have a target, we're never going to hit the bullseye. And if we don't start setting these small goals, it's going to be harder to achieve our big goals. So I'm sure all of you have set these really high expectations for yourself, as you should, but sometimes you fall short of what you wanted to do, and that's okay. Each month we get to start over. So I really want all of you guys to start setting micro goals for yourself. So there's a story that Travis tells a lot in his trainings, and it has to do with a walk that he went on with his son. And they were going on a 1.5 mile walk, and his son said, "Daddy, I can't do this." And he said, "Well, why can't you do this?" He said, "It's too long. I can't finish it." And what happened is he saw a tree. The tree was about 100 feet ahead, and he said, "Okay, can you walk to that tree?" So if we set these small goals that we can achieve, his son went there no problem and said, "That was it?" And he said, "Yeah, now let's walk to the stop sign." And before he knew it, by setting these micro goals, his son was able to achieve it. So if our goal is to, let's say, hit corporate director, the first step would be achieving the ranks amongst it. So let's say managing director, that's what comes before it. If you guys don't know what the ranks require, don't hesitate to reach out to your upline, your sponsors, or whoever else brought you in that you're working with closely, because we can sit down with you and we can help you map out what needs to be done to achieve where you want to be, what type of income you want to make, what ranks do you want to achieve, have you hit diamond yet, are you a VIP status, and make it a point this month to really get these things accomplished. So if you're not a VIP and you're 600, let's set a goal to achieve that VIP status to upgrade this month. And you can do that by working your business and making enough money to turn around and reinvest your earnings. And it doesn't all have to be at once. If you're at the 200, let's make your next step 400 in status. If you're at the 400, let's make your next step 600 in status. And we'll continually, gradually grow and go up those stairs, because the main overall goal should be that we all want to hit diamond. Because when you hit diamond, it really maximizes the comp plan. Not only is all that awesome recognition happening when you're in Zoom meetings, when you're on stage, as they just told us in the meeting this afternoon, that anybody who's a diamond before March 15th will be recognized in Las Vegas. We will be walking across stage and we're going to be given a gold pin, a real gold pin with diamonds in it. Sergi's not giving us fake stuff. This is actual real diamonds and gold. So the recognition is there. It's kind of a bragging, I accomplished this, and it's great for social media. I mean, we all know about marketing ourselves and leading by example. So why wouldn't we want to have these great photo opportunities where you get to be on stage, either shaking Sergi's hand or giving him a hug and accepting that pin and putting it on your outfit and being able to walk about Las Vegas with this beautiful gold pin. They're also giving out those pins for corporate directors. So those of you that haven't hit corporate director and you've been close to it, I would aim to hit corporate director this month by the 15th. So you also can get that additional gold pin with the diamonds on it. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's something called the Diamond Flight Club. And what that is when you've personally enrolled 10 diamonds, you are able to be invited into this club and you're recognized as a part of the Diamond Flight Club. I don't think there's more than maybe a handful or two of us in the club in the US right now. So to be a part of that is just another bragging right and another pin that you get to wear at our events and great photo ops. So it's also going to drive your business. These are things that when you achieve, it's inevitable that you're going to make the money. So when you're a diamond and you bring on a new diamond, when you do the math of the way that you get paid, you're making near $1,000 per diamond that you bring in. So, I mean, there's a lot of money to make here. We get paid 11 different ways. Next point that I really want to touch on is that we need to be consistent with our business. So if we don't change what we do on a daily basis, we're not going to have the results that we want. We also need to fall out of love with the outcome and fall in love with the process. I know that it's not always the funnest thing to get no's and have people ignore you when you're reaching out, but for every person that you talk to, remember, no doesn't mean no right now. No doesn't mean no forever. It just means no right now. So being consistent with your business, showing up, getting to these team trainings, our Monday night and Wednesday night trainings, showing up to the overviews. I know we all know the information. I know we've heard them before, but the more consistent that we are inviting our prospects onto these overviews and showing up and encouraging our team members and our teammates to show up to these team trainings as well, it's going to drive your business. Discipline. If you guys are working your business, even if it's part-time, if you're able to commit at least 30 minutes a day to building your business, you need to have discipline. It doesn't mean going and scrolling social media. It doesn't mean getting distracted and taking a call. It means setting out that time, whether it be 30 minutes or 5 hours or an hour here and an hour there. You need to discipline yourself to commit to the time that you need to grow this business and really be intentional. Make phone calls, leave private messages, start making those connections that need to happen so that you can start walking them through the system. And now that we have our app, we have no excuse. I know that in the past, a lot of us have felt intimidated by, I don't know the right thing to say. I can't talk like somebody else. I don't know how I would call and share the information. I'm not fluent there. But we have something now with our rapid funnel apps where, as Kelly was just saying before we got started, it tells you what you need to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and it walks you through all the way to the point of sharing your website for them to either sign up as a customer or sign up as a business partner. We need to start challenging ourselves to expand our network. We are in network marketing. Our network is our net worth. So if we don't know anybody, we're not talking to anybody, we're not socializing with anybody, how are we supposed to utilize our network to expand our business? And just because your current network may not always be open to what you're doing, doesn't mean you can't go and grow it. We have things like BMIs. That's a group for networkers. WIN is something that I was actually a part of a number of years ago. It's called Women in Networking. You have the Chamber of Commerce and different types of networking groups where entrepreneurs and business professionals are literally joining these to network with other people and grow their businesses. So the intent is there. They already know that you're networking to grow your business. So it's not going to be a shocker to them when you go and you share your opportunity or your product and you ask them to share it with their network. So those are some really great ways to get involved with more of your local community. I know that a lot of different states still aren't fully open, or depending where you are in the world, a lot of countries aren't open yet. But more and more people are becoming accustomed to these Zoom meetings and getting in front of the camera. So if you guys want to look at BMI, WIN, Chamber of Commerce, those types of things, and search your zip code or your city, those are great ways to get involved with local communities type networking groups that are going to expand your network. And you just want to keep adding to your names list. Never let it end. You guys won't, if you don't have a names list, that contact upload that is in our rapid funnel can also be something that you use as your contact list, because you're able to go in there and you're able to show, like, you're able to rate them. You can 5-star them, you can give them points. The more that they interact with your resources, it's going to bring their numbers up higher. And it's just a great thing to have that is always going to be at your fingertips, because we don't leave our house without our phones. We're with them all the time. This is a great way to build our business. I mentioned talking and making a goal to rank advance and upgrade your status. So that really should be something that we're focusing on this week. And your overall goal is obviously going diamond. So these are really the key points on what I wanted to talk about tonight. I think all of us should be picking out a new book that we're reading. Last week, we had that awesome training that Kari and Mike Healy did for us. And Mike let us, I mean, the name of the books that he just kept going, those were all so great. If you've never been involved in network marketing, there are all sorts of suggestions that we can make and give you to get your hands on. And if you don't like reading, there's Audible books now. So, I mean, we really don't have an excuse. If you're not learning, honestly, in my opinion, then you're dead. You're always going to be learning something new. Sorry guys. I want to see all of you guys be as successful as you want to be here. And if you treat it like a true business, if you make sure that you're getting your monthly orders in. I mean, I've had a lot of people that called at the last minute and they were getting frantic to place their orders in, or they didn't realize that they missed their orders in previous months. This is our business. We need to be on top of these types of things. We need to make sure that, you know, if you guys aren't really proactive in your business and, you know, you just want to stay active, our volume does not dissipate. It does not go away. And as long as we're putting our monthly orders in, which for most of us are about $50 a month, those are product that you're going to use anyway. That volume is going to continue to roll over. And when you do decide to start building, you're going to have all of that to balance against. I mean, as a diamond, 30%, if you have 100,000 volume, that's $30,000 that you have waiting there to make. There's just so many ways you can make money with our company, with the 11 different ways that they get paid, that if we set our minds to it and we actually are proactive and take action and work towards our dreams, you guys are going to have success. I've never seen so many people in any company winning. And it's because we have a product that works. And it's because we have a comp plan that pays better than any comp plan I've ever seen. I mean, Alicia, do you mind kind of jumping in here and sharing about your experience in past companies with the comp plan compared to what we have here?
Well, yes, this is definitely, well, the company that I was with previously, the compensation plan was good. Like there was a lot of happy distributors. We were very happy. But when I compared that compensation plan with this compensation plan has the potential to pay out so much more. And to be qualified every single month, like Sarah said, $50 to be qualified for your commissions, you know, that's nothing really compared to, you know, the $200 plus a month that I was paying to be commission qualified with my previous company. Also, we have the opportunity here, hold on, turn that off so it doesn't have so much background noise. We have the opportunity here to gather enough customers to cover our commission qualification. So if you have a tough month financially, but you still want to earn the commissions that you should earn, just gather a couple customers. Just make sure your back office under settings is set towards activity so that it counts towards your commission qualification. And then another thing that I want to point out too is, you know, making sure that we get, you know, at least our 40 PV order in every single month is so important, even if we are feeling like a little in a funk, because funks do happen in this business. You know, you may come out of it and realize like, oh, I missed out on so much just because I didn't feel good last month or whatever. So if we're doing our 40 PV every month, then we're going to preserve those commissions that, you know, can be paid out to us. And something else that I want to point out is when you log into your back office and you click on main page, keep an eye on that. I know there's a graphic going around. It's been shared in a couple of the pages about what it means on that main page. But that is so important because when all of those spots say yes, you're going to earn your commissions. When they say no, you're not going to earn your commissions. So having your 40 PV is going to mark off one yes for the current month. Making sure that you have somebody personally sponsored in leg 1 at 40 and personally sponsored in leg 2 is going to mark off another yes. And what does that mean? That means that you are going to earn in the group bonus. So depending on what status you are, If you're a diamond, you're going to earn 30% of your weaker leg. That's a big chunk of your commissions if you're growing your business and if your legs are balanced. Okay. And then it also has for next month as well. There's more spots in there that say you want them on, you know, your goal this month is to make sure all of those say yes, none of them say no. If you have your, you know, a lot, that page, it's so good to keep an eye on, because if they all say yes, it affects you, you know, if you're going to earn your commissions, if you're going to earn your group bonus. And when you earn a group bonus, your sponsor earns a check matching bonus. Now, the same thing's going to go for you. If you're paying attention to those people that you brought into your organization and coaching them and telling them like, hey, you need your 40 PV, and let's look at your leg 1 and your leg 2 and like make sure that you have somebody at 40 there, because when they earn in the group bonus, you're going to earn check matching. So it's something, you know, it's a really good report in your back office to keep an eye on, because it's going to maximize your team's compensation and your compensation.
Thank you. And I also wanted to touch on the fact that I've seen a lot of confusion, because I noticed that last month somebody posted in Go Team Freedom, make sure to get your orders in by the 5th. And then you have us reminding you, make sure to get your orders in by the end of the month. I just wanted to clarify on the way that the orders work. So when you place an order in the month of February, it's going to make you active for March. When you place your activity order in during the month of March, it's making you active for April. So when we first joined the company, the way that the compensation plan was, that 5th by the month was the requirement. But after seeing the way that the American market works and just making the changes that were requested by the different leaders, they decided to go ahead and do it this way, rather than having to stress everybody out about getting the orders in by the 5th. And it's actually worked out pretty well. So it's not like you have to be locked in an auto ship like a lot of other companies require. You just have to make sure that you go in, pay attention to those things that Alicia just mentioned on, and get your orders in every month. And I mean, you guys will know if you didn't place an order that month, or if you didn't have a customer that month. And if the time is running up and you know that you haven't done it, get with somebody if you don't know how to put your order in. I'm sure most of you do. It's not that difficult. It's in the back office under shop, auto ship, and then online store. And it will tell you exactly right there highlighted what your minimum amount is required. So if you don't know it, don't hesitate to reach out to the people that introduced this to you, because we can guide you in the right direction. I really don't want to make tonight's training super long. I was going to try to keep it under 45 minutes, since I know we had that Zoom earlier today. I know there's going to be a training on Wednesday night. Next Monday, we will have Kari on again training, and the following Monday, Travis will be on training with us. So we should have some good knowledge coming to the Candy Crew over the next 2 weeks. I want all of you guys to take the next few minutes and really consider what you want, what your goals are, and write down one goal, if all of you will right now, about what you want to achieve during the month of March. Whether it be get to Las Vegas, become a diamond, hit VIP, bring in a new business associate, whatever it is, I want you guys all to take the next couple of minutes and write down one of your micro goals that you want to achieve this month. So I'm just going to mute myself out. We'll have a minute of quiet or two, and I will unmute myself at 6:30 or 9:30, depending where you are, in 2 minutes. And I'll call upon a couple of you, and hopefully you don't mind sharing what your micro goals are.
Hello, Sarah.
Hey, Deborah.
I'm sorry I joined late. I got stuck in another Zoom meeting. I didn't even know.
No, I'm just glad you're with us. Do you have a micro goal that you want to achieve this month, Deborah?
Yes, I do. Not this month. I want to achieve it this week. I would
What is
like to
that?
talk. I really want to talk to Cactus Medical, which is a non-pharmaceutical chiropractor place that does a lot of alternate healing and stuff like that. And I want to do that this week. I'm very excited about it.
Well, I know you will, and you know that you have my help if you need it.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to mute you out in a second, and I'm going to call upon Miss Carolyn Rose to share with us her micro goal that she's written down. Carolyn, you want to unmute and tell us what you want to achieve during the month of March?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
For the month of March, what I want to achieve is continuously reaching out to 10 people per day through the funnel, and get my left and my right side going. So that is my goal for this month, for sure. And to just keep going. All right.
Thank you for sharing. Alicia, do you mind sharing with us what your micro goal that you wrote down is?
So 10 solid leads and rapid funnel a week. 5 new partners and 2 new diamonds.
I know what you're going for. Kelly, if you're around, do you mind unmuting yourself and sharing what your goals are? We can always circle back if you're not with us. I don't know who everybody is, Galaxy S9, Galaxy S8, but if you guys, Bri, do you have a micro goal that you want to share with us? If anybody wants to share, there's Brenda.
Sorry, I was trying to get my dogs to be quiet.
No worries.
Mine is, I want to reach out to at least 10 people through the rapid funnel a week, but I have so much product because I came in at Diamond that I want to start sharing that. So what would you recommend for how many I should set at a week sharing product?
So I guess it would have to do with what the response is. So if your goal is that you're going to be reaching out to 10 people a day, trying to make sure that, or 10 people a week, your goal would be to get 10 solid leads. So interacting, engaging back with you, and then seeing if they're interested. I mean, because of the amount of product that you got during the promo that you came in with, I would suggest making a list of the people that you not only want to approach because the product is as great as it is, but you want them as business partners, and
Right.
putting together what you think would be most beneficial for them, and even sending them a box or a sleeve, depending on
Right.
how much you value wanting them in your business, because you have so much product to offer. That would be the best thing for you. I mean, when Travis reached out to Kevin and I wasn't open, I wasn't looking. And when I heard lozenge, I thought cough drop, and I started laughing at him. And he had to pause the conversation and send Kevin and I product to try. And he wouldn't have been as generous as he was by sending us numerous amounts of different boxes, trying to kind of target pain and different things. I wouldn't have ever had the experience to try the Power Apricot and have the results that I did in that short period of time that I 2 weeks, and I was able to have life-changing results. So I guess it's a matter of just making your list, making sure you have that running list where you're always adding your names, and kind of rating them at who you want as your business partner now, who you value to share more product with. And sometimes product and samples aren't needed. Sometimes it's not required. Sometimes it slows down the process. So it's just a matter of kind of going old school with some people. I know we have the rapid funnel, but picking up the phone and letting them know that there's something that you want to share with them. Doesn't mean you have to tell them what it is in the moment, but if you tell them that you have something that not only you want to share with them, but something that you want them to try, and you trust and respect them enough to have them give you their opinion, then sometimes that's enough to open the door to say, hey, I know that they suffer from pain. I've got a lot of SLD, STP. I'll send them a sleeve of each. Let's see how they do.
That's a good, thank you for that. I don't want to get wrapped up in trying to set a goal of getting product out into the hands of people that wouldn't be necessarily a good fit, or, just end up giving it away. I want it to be beneficial to everybody doing that. So I'll just try to, as soon as everyone's power and water and everything is fixed where I am, then I'm going to pick up speed a little bit, but that's kind of been my hold up. So I'm just kind of starting off slow right now, just to.
Yeah, I know you're in Texas, so you guys have a little bit different circumstances than most of us. I see Deborah, are you raising your hand because you want to add into something to tell
Thank
Brad?
you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually going to add to that for her, because that's what I, I did the same thing. I came in at 3,000, got the $7,200 worth of product. I would say, from what I've been seeing and experiencing with what I've been doing sample wise, is to not, personally, this is just from my experience, Sarah, not to knock on yours, a full sleeve. I don't think it's definitely necessary. What I do for like the fast acting ones, like STP, SLD, relax, that one like is a major one. I give 3 of those, so 3 each, so they can try it and like it. And the ones that are build up, like especially like drain, because I know those are more expensive, and those are going to be build up ones. So it's not going to, you may not even get a full reaction with the build up ones necessarily as you would the more fast acting ones. I let them know that ahead of time. So I say, hey, like with this BRN, more of a buildup one, you may feel effects, some effects of it straight away, but you may not feel the full potential until you actually do more of them. So I let them try it in the fact that this is what it's going to taste like. And if you have any awesome effects right away, that's perfect. But even still, this is a buildup one. And to get the full effects of what this can offer you, it's really definitely going to be one of those more buildup ones. But that's what I've been noticing has been helping me, because believe me, girl, when you start passing out these candies, they go like cray cray, like super fast. And I'm like, oh, another empty box. Okay, another empty box. So definitely don't do a full sleeve, because you as weird as it is, as much as we got, I've gone through quite a bit of boxes already. So I would suggest honing down, because I was originally like giving the full sleeves. I would slow back on how much you actually give, because if you also want to entice them to keep wanting to come back too, and they may get to the point where they're like, it did what it needed to do, and now I'm not feeling that anymore, so I'm good. So I kind of had that reaction with one person where it kind of helped what their pain was in that day, and they didn't really care anymore. They're like, oh, it worked, but so does ibuprofen. So that's what my thoughts are on that specifically.
Thank you. That was very helpful. I don't want to like blow through it. So, but it was a good deal. So
No,
Yeah, that's an understatement.
exactly.
thank
It
you.
is an understatement.
Thank you guys. And Deborah's been on fire just signing up customers and associates, and she's been getting out and sharing samples. So, I mean, samples will drive the business. The more you put out, the more customers and, money will come back in, because let's be real, these products work. Most people do notice a difference. And if you're sharing something and you're throwing them in the Go Life group, let's not forget about that Go Life group, guys, because it's something that's going to work very synergistically with our app, because when you have somebody going in and reading stories, let's not forget stories are what sell. Facts bore people to death. You can throw facts at a person left and right and you will lose them. Some people, they want to know how it works. That's fine. But stories are what's going to sell. Stories what's going to drive your business. And if you give them something to try, they like it, they go into Go Life, they search out either, let's say, blood sugar or that specific drop or pain or whatever it may be that they're hoping to take control of with our drops, then they're going to have that story and the belief behind it, and they're able to taste it and also experience it. So it's kind of a win-win situation there. I got a message from Tara here, and she's asking about staying active as a Prime customer. So it is a $25 fee. The way that I was explaining, Tara, about it is that in order to keep the account active as a wholesale customer, you need to be putting a minimum order of $25 in within a 6-month time frame. Otherwise, if you go technically inactive for over the 6 months, then that Prime customer position won't have the wholesale pricing on it again. So as long as they want to keep the wholesale active, they're making a purchase of $25 within a 6-month time frame on top of that $25 fee.
Right. It just keeps going back and forth. Like when we were in that meeting the other day with Tina and Pamela, Tina said $25 a year. No elaboration on that, just straight up $25 a year. And I just keep getting mixed messages on that so bad. And I just feel like I'm not confident in what I'm telling my customers, that it's only going to be $25 lifetime, so long as you stay active and spend that $25 at least every 6 months. So I just want 100% like guarantee that I'm not telling wrong information. That nothing irritates me more than like not being confident in what I'm telling my people.
I will call tomorrow and talk to Nancy, who will have the definite answer. And
Well, because I've asked Kelly too, and she keeps looking it up. But then, I was in that meeting, and then Tina said that $25 a year, and there was no elaboration on it, or anything like that. And I'm just like, really? Because here it is again, like it's here hitting me again, and so it's just like I said, I just don't like for them to and be blindsided by it either. Like them to all of a sudden be like, I mean, in a year, obviously they're gonna not. In a year, all of a sudden it's going to blindside them, but not, you know what I mean?
oh, for sure.
So,
I'll get the answer. I'll call corporate and talk to Nancy tomorrow, and I will get a true answer. She will have it. She knows she runs everything with the legal department and everything else. So we will have an answer
okay.
for you. Give me a day or two, and I will make sure that you have the definite answer and you can be confident in what you're telling your people.
All right. Thank you.
Are you able to put it in the Candy group?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I know that we had a couple people hop on here. I was going to keep our training under 45 minutes. I do want to ask anybody that has any questions, concerns, anything that you guys want to add into tonight's call. Feel free to unmute yourself and add in here, because I want you guys to feel confident in what you're sharing with people. And just, we can find out if we don't have the answers now. So it doesn't look like anybody's unmuting themselves. I encourage you guys all to get to Vegas. If you haven't bought your tickets, again, there's less than 27 tickets. If you don't feel like you can afford it, I'm sure that you guys can go around your house and find a couple things you don't use that you can put on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace and start selling some things. Do whatever you need to do to get there, because it's going to be worth it. I've had my life changed in my other business because I went to events and I learned from people that were being successful. The energy, the picture opportunities, it really is life changing. So if you guys are able to get to Las Vegas for our event at the end of the month, please do whatever you need to do to be there. I know that a lot of us don't feel like it's a priority, but I promise you, you won't regret it if you come, and you're going to turn to the person that pushed you to come and say thank you, because it is going to be life-changing. We're going to have our leader event on Wednesday, our leader invite only type meeting. Either you're a diamond or you have 5 personally sponsored associates at 100 or above, and you're going to be invited to that leadership meeting in the afternoon. And then we have a meet and greet that evening. And then we'll have a ton of great speakers and trainers, and Sergi's going to be putting on an event for us. He's going to show us his famous magic. So we're just going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to be able to get together, and the energy that we'll be able to take away from it should be unlike anything we've ever experienced. Alicia, do you want to add in here with us?
No, I don't think so. I'm just looking forward to going to Vegas and lighting the fire. It's going to be exciting.
I am super excited. I can't wait to see you girls.
Woo-hoo.
No.
We can all get to meet and
Will
hug
be.
and celebrate. It's going to be
Yeah.
So on that note, I'm going to wrap up tonight's call. Thank you guys for all joining us. For those business partners and teammates of ours that aren't usually on here on Monday nights, encourage them to hop on, start showing up. The closer to the fire, the hotter you'll burn. It's just, you guys are going to rock and roll. I can't wait to see you guys walking across stage, getting your diamond pins, and giving you guys all a big hug, because it's a long overdue.
For sure.
Well, I got my ticket, but I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna do my best to make sure I do. So, that's one thing I did do, is went ahead and got my ticket already. I don't know about the rest of the particulars on that, but I'll be there.
Can't wait to see you guys.
So one other thing, I think you and Sarah, you and I had mentioned, talked about the other day, and I had noticed today, I had a couple of things I was gonna list on eBay, which I did today, and I also noticed that there was still some a couple of different I think there's 3 other people on there that are, have products for sale on the site. So, and I know that was a big issue with one of the other companies that I used to be with, was that a lot of the customers that I had, they realized that, oh, hey, I can go get this. I can go buy that on eBay for cheaper. And so there went all the customers I had. So I had to kind of it's just old, and it hurts our business, and it's just.
So Brenda, I'm going to put into the Candy Girls chat the compliance director's email. His name is Richard. He had told us that we were all clear of everything on eBay as of last week. So if it's not true, screenshot it, take pictures, document it, shoot him an email, and they will get on removing it, because he is good at his job. He knows how to handle that. If he's not aware of it, he can't take care of it. So I'm going to put the compliance email in our Candy Girl chat. Grab that, go back on eBay later today. You can screenshot it, take a picture if it's on, whatever you need to do, and send it his way. Send him the username, whatever information you can do, and he'll do his best to get that down as quickly as possible.
We've actually had one instance since that report that showed up, and he handled it like a boss. So yeah, I second what she said.
Yep. He's awesome. He is somebody that comes highly recommended in the MLM industry. He comes with the highest referrals from the #1 attorneys in the nation. So don't hesitate to call upon him when you guys need him. That's why we are building the corporate team to the extent that we are, because we're going to grow. Now that we have our funnel, we're going to grow, and you're going to have the people that aren't going to listen, and they're going to think that they can get away with murder, and they're going to find out that's not the case. And either they can shape up and get in line, or they're going to be dismissed. So don't hesitate to send that email. I'll put it in the Candy Girls chat. And for all of you, I will be rooting you on. I'm going down. My surgery was postponed. I have it on Friday, so you guys won't be seeing me over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, we'll be in Las Vegas, but that's why Kari and Travis are going to be on here with Alicia running these over the next few Mondays. So show up, be supportive of them doing the favor for our team, and encourage your teammates to be on there. So if you guys need anything in the meantime, and I'm your personal sponsor, Kari and Travis also will be standing in for three-way calls, Zooms, whatever you guys need. So don't hesitate to reach out to me and I'll get you guys connected with them if you don't want to reach out to them directly. And I just can't wait to see you guys explode March. It's March 1st. What a better day to meet and kind of get our brains together and rock and roll. Keep making those micro goals. Don't stop just because we're getting off this training. And if you don't accomplish it this month, it's not the end of the world. My micro goal, you guys, my main goal is to hit national director. It's been my goal for the last 3 months. I've fallen short of it, but that's why it's going to be at the top of my list each and every month until I achieve that rank. So I hope you guys rock and roll. Go start reaching out to everybody and anybody that you can. And remember, it's who puts the flag there first, who's going to talk to the most people first is going to win. And I cannot wait to give you guys all that are coming to Vegas big hugs and walk across that stage celebrating you with you.
Thanks, Sarah. March Madness.
Love you.
Absolutely.
For your surgery.
Mhm.
Good luck with your surgery, Sarah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop recording